Ahoy, mateys! On the peculiar Halloween planet, where the last day of odd months in October be All Hallows Eve, a storm brews fierce as a kraken's temper. The wind howls like a banshee, and rain pelts down harder than cannonballs on a pirate ship. Chimes tinkle and clang in the gale, their eerie melody carried on the breeze. The air be thick with the scent of clary sage, bee balm, and orange balsam, mingling with the petrichor of the storm. Through the foggy mist, two landlubbers stumble along the muddy path, their eyes fixed on a curious sight ahead. Shiver me timbers, Grubby! That there be the spookiest broom I ever did see. Goofy Hoss exclaims, pointing at a dancing silhouette in the distance. Grubby Festus squints through the rain. Aye, but she be the prettiest broom in all the 7 seas, I reckon. Dusty, me love. Come hither and sweep me off me feet. The broom in question, known as Dusty to these smitten cowboys, twirls gracefully in the wind. Her bristles sway to and fro as she approaches the pair, her handle gleaming in the eerie light of the amethyst sun. Ahoy there, me hearties! Dusty greets them with a tinkling laugh that sounds like wind chimes in a gentle breeze. What brings ye landlubbers out in this fearsome tempest? Goofy puffs out his chest. Why, we've come to escort ye on a tour of the finest Halloween houses this side of the galaxy, me lady. Grubby elbows his rival. Aye, and I'll be the one to show ye the most spine-chilling sights, mark me words. Dusty's laughter changes to a sound like bubbles popping in a cauldron. Well, shiver me bristles. That sounds like a right proper adventure. Lead on, me brave buccaneers. The trio sets off down the winding path, passing by tule willow trees with swaying tulle strands in shades of midnight blue and ghostly white. The wind sculptures the fabric into eerie shapes that seem to reach out for passers-by. Their first stop is a house made entirely of gourds and squashes, its windows glowing with an otherworldly light. A sign creaks in the wind, the gourd just Gordian. Blimey! Goofy exclaims. This be a sight to behold. Grubby nods. Aye, 'tis impressive, but I bet me lucky horseshoe the inside be even more spectacular. As they approach, the house suddenly speaks in a deep, rumbling voice. Who dares approach the gourd just Gordian? Be ye trick-or-treaters or ne'er-do-wells? Dusty floats forward, her handle glinting in the dim light. We be humble admirers of your fine abode, good sir. Might we have a closer look? The house chuckles, its windows flickering. Ye may indeed, fair broom and clumsy cowboys. But beware, for not all is as it seems within these walls. The front door creaks open, revealing an interior that seems to stretch impossibly far. Gaudy vines twist along the walls, forming intricate patterns that shift and change as they watch. The air is thick with the scent of pumpkin spice and something slightly more sinister. Grubby gulps. I don't suppose you'd like to sweep away any cobwebs for us, Dusty me dear? Dusty's laughter now sounds like leaves rustling in the wind. Now where's the fun in that, ye yellow-bellied landlubber? They move on to the next house, a towering structure made entirely of bones that clatter and rattle in the wind. A sign swings back and forth, the skeletal skyscraper. Goofy scratches his head. I don't reckon I've ever seen a house with such a bone to pick with gravity. The house groans and creaks, its eye sockets glowing with an eerie blue light. Welcome, flesh-covered visitors, it intones in a voice like grinding stone. Care to come inside and stay? Forever? Dusty twirls playfully. That's mighty temptin', but we've got more houses to see. Perhaps another time, ye bonny bag of bones. As they continue their tour, they come across a house that seems to be made entirely of mist and shadows. The Phantom Fortress reads the sign that materializes and vanishes in the fog. Grubby shivers. I don't know about this one, Dusty. It looks like it might sweep us right off our feet. Dusty's laughter now sounds like wind whistling through a graveyard. Isn't that what ye wanted all along, ye scurvy dog? The house whispers in voices that seem to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Enter, if you dare. But be warned, what you see may not be what you get. Goofy puffs out his chest. I ain't afraid of no ghost house. Come on, Dusty, let me show ye how brave I be. But as he steps forward, he trips over his own feet and falls face first into a puddle. Dusty's laughter now sounds like bells tolling in a distant tower. The fourth house on their tour is a crooked cottage that seems to be made entirely of candy. The Sweet Retreat proclaims a sign made of lollipops. Grubby licks his lips. Now this be my kind of haunted house. What say we take a little nibble, eh? But before they can approach, the house speaks in a voice that's sickeningly sweet. Oh, do come in, dearies. I've got all sorts of treats for good little boys and girls. And brooms. Dusty bristles. I don't trust anything that's sweet, me hearties. Let's move along before we end up in someone's oven. The final house on their tour is a magnificent mansion that seems to be alive. Its windows blink like eyes, and the door opens and closes like a mouth as it speaks. Welcome to the living lodgings, it says in a voice that sounds like creaking floorboards. Goofy and Grubby both try to offer Dusty their arm. Allow me to escort ye inside, me lady, they say in unison, then glare at each other. Dusty's laughter now sounds like wind chimes in a hurricane. I can float myself in, thank ye kindly. But do try not to trip over each other on the way in. As they enter, the house giggles, its walls rippling. Oh, I do love visitors, it says. Especially when they're so entertaining. Inside, the furniture moves of its own accord, offering them seats that scuttle away as soon as they try to sit. Portraits on the walls watch them with eyes that follow their every move. Grubby gulps. I don't suppose you'd like to sweep this place clean of spirits, would ye, Dusty? Dusty twirls playfully. And miss out on all the fun? Not on your life, ye lily-livered landlubber. As they exit the living lodgings, the storm begins to subside. The amethyst sun peeks through the clouds, casting an otherworldly glow over the landscape. Goofy puffs out his chest. Well, Dusty me dear, what did ye think of our grand tour? Surely ye must be impressed by me bravery in the face of such terrors. Grubby elbows him aside. Bravery? Ye were shaken in your boots the whole time. Now me, on the other hand. Dusty's laughter now sounds like a babbling brook. Ye both be brave as jellyfish and twice as wobbly. But I thank ye for the entertainment. 'Twas a spooktacular adventure indeed. As the clock strikes 23, Dusty suddenly stiffens. Oh barnacles, would ye look at the time? I must be off, me hearties. Places to sweep, dust to bust,